Okay, back again. This time we're going to look at interest-bearing notes. We've already done notes receivable, so we're doing notes payable. So the accounting, the computation should be familiar to us. But we're going to look at Quick Study 9-4. All right. So on November 7th, Quick Study 9-4, right here. All right, middle of the page. November 7th, 2017, Mira Company borrows $160,000 cash by signing a 90-day 8% note payable with the face value of $160,000. Compute the accrued interest payable December 31st, 2017. Prepare the journal entry to record accrued expense at December 31st, 2017. And prepare the journal entry to record payment on the note at maturity. Okay. It didn't ask for the first journal entry, but in the interest of consistency, let's do that. So the note is signed on November 7th. All right. And it's a loan, basically. All right. Hold that thought. Okay. So we were in the middle of recording the November 7th making of this note. So Mirror Company borrows, which means they're getting cash, $160,000. All right, and in exchange for that, assume or make a note payable. All right, so that's what happens November 7th. All right, so the first requirement: compute accrued interest payable on December 31st and prepare the journal entry. So we'll kind of take these together. All right. So year end, we have to accrue the interest. All right. And this is the other side of the transaction. So you may recall when it was a receivable, we booked a revenue. I'm sorry, when we were doing the accounting for notes receivable, we would book an interest receivable and an interest revenue. Well, now since we're doing the accounting for the note payable, we're going to have an interest expense and an interest payable. All right. So we're going to have an interest expense like that. Interest payable, because keep in mind on a note, cash doesn't change hands until the maturity date, which for this particular problem is not until February 5th. All right, because it's a 90-day note. All right, not February 5th of year 2. All right, so maybe we need to insert that so that we know that it's next year. All right, and so we need to compute the interest. All right. So December has 31 days, and the note is outstanding the entire month of December, and it was made on November 7th. All right, November has 30 days, so we can do 30 less 7 times the face amount, 160,000 times the interest which is 8%. All right, when we run that, let's see what we get. All right, and let's try that again. All right, G3. All right, and it's important to take the number of days over 360. All right. And that looks more like it. So $1,920. All right, that's the interest expense related to this note for the year. All right. The problem then asks for the payment at maturity. That's the third requirement. It doesn't give you the date, nor would I ever ask you for the date. But for this particular note, it is February 5th. The maturity date. All right. So we need to take all the accounts related to this note off the books when we pay for it. So the note payable comes off the books. The interest payable will be paid at that date as well. We'll have more interest expense from January 1st to February 5th, and the plug is cash. All right, so we need to compute interest again. All right, and what I'm going to do here is the interest for the entire term, which was a 90-day note, times the face amount, %, and then back out the interest already accrued, so the 1920. All right. All right, 1,280, and we can plug cash. All right, so familiar accounting. Hopefully, we've already seen this back in chapter 7. It's just the other side of the transaction. All right, so we want to be comfortable journalizing both sides of notes transactions. All right, so that's it for that.